Did you know that you have some natural GLP-1 agonist foods that may be in your kitchen right now? GLP-1 is the hormone that helps control blood sugar, hunger, and insulin sensitivity. GLP-1 can be prescribed by your doctor if you have, or are at risk of having, diabetes or metabolic syndrome. Some GLP-1 agonists are even used for weight management. But what if I told you that some foods can trigger your body to produce more GLP-1 naturally? And it gets even better, because what if I told you that all of this is science-backed? As always, we take a stance against misinformation by providing science-backed content with references. So what I'm about to tell you is going to change the way you see some common foods, which you didn't know can act as natural GLP-1 boosters that trick your body into producing more GLP-1. Sit back and relax, because in the next few minutes, we will discuss how to fill your plate with nutritious fats, smart proteins, and colorful plants that can transform your health and diet. Needless to say, please always be sure to consult a doctor if you have any underlying health conditions. Let's begin by dispelling a common misconception. Fat is the enemy. Not quite. The type of fat is important. Long-chain unsaturated fats are even quite healthy. These are the fats found in extra virgin olive oil, fatty fish, nuts, seeds, avocado, and canola. When you eat these fats, they get converted into signals that activate receptors on hormone-releasing cells in your gut, called the L cells. These signals reach the L cells, and they are stimulated to produce and release GLP-1 in your body naturally. This serves as the body's internal brake pedal, preventing blood sugar surges and ravaging hunger from occurring. When you hear the phrase healthy fats, you should not only think about the health of your heart, you should also think about the health of your hormones. Olive oil is the center of attention here. A meal that is prepared with olive oil tends to activate a more robust GLP-1 response than the identical meal that is prepared with butter. Olive oil contains two very special types of molecules, polyphenols and oleic acid. Both of these compounds are beneficial to the L cell signaling process and help these cells produce more GLP-1 in your body. This is also quite easy to implement in your diet. Simply try substituting butter for extra virgin olive oil when roasting veggies or dressing salads. Keep in mind that oil is still oil, so there is no need to submerge anything. You can simply add 1 or 2 tablespoons to each meal, and this should be enough. Another type of healthy fats is found in fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fatty fish are very rich in long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, which fit neatly into the same gut hormone narrative. That's GLP-1, in case you haven't been paying attention. One of the most effective strategies is to combine fish with olive oil and a side dish that is slow to digest, such as barley or beans. This would also provide fiber, which transports nutrients deeper into the colon, where L cells reside. Aim for 2 fish meals per week. Now, what about some healthy snack options? Since you asked, some of the healthiest snacks out there are also the smallest. I'm talking about nuts and seeds. Seeds like pumpkin, chia, and flax seeds include healthy unsaturated fats, just like walnuts and almonds. These can help regulate the speed of digestion and send signals to stimulate your L cells to produce more GLP-1 naturally. The best part is, you don't even have to bother cooking them. You can have a small handful, about 30 grams, of nuts and seeds as a snack, or you can sprinkle them on salads, yogurt bowls, and oatmeal. Super fast, super yummy, and super healthy, in moderate amounts. So next time you're at the supermarket, remember nuts and seeds. In fact, why don't you go ahead and put these on your shopping list right now? Before we continue, just a quick tip. Nuts are high in calories. As healthy as they are, you still need to be conscientious about their high calorie content. For optimal benefits, you should aim for consistency rather than a large quantity. Small but regular healthy bites will always beat overeating. So don't overdo it, just consume consistently and in moderation. Now, let's talk about avocados. Before you say anything, I would like to make you aware of the fact that avocados are literally nature's fat plus fiber combo. This is a very powerful combo, and yes, all of this is science-backed. In fact, here's an interesting fact derived from research studies. When a portion of the carbohydrates in a meal is replaced with avocado, individuals often exhibit higher levels of GLP-1, increased levels of PYY, an additional satiety hormone, and decreased insulin demand for the same number of calories. With improved hormone signaling, a more stable glucose curve, and a longer feeling of fullness, you have achieved a trifecta. Eat a half avocado with eggs for breakfast, fold it into a bowl of beans and barley, or mash it with lemon and garlic to make a vegetable dip. All these options are delicious and super easy to make. You can also benefit from avocado oil, but eating the whole avocado will provide you with that extra boost of healthy fiber. Now, speaking of oils, you may be wondering, what if you don't want to use olive oil or avocado oil and prefer canola oil instead? Is it terrible to use canola oil? This is a partial misconception, which mostly applies to lower quality products. Canola of superior quality, such as high oleic canola, is rich in monounsaturated fats, which are comparable to those found in olive oil. The polyphenol punch that olive oil possesses is not present in canola oil, but canola oil still supports the natural GLP-1 pathway in your gut. And let's be real, it's also tasty. I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of oil every now and then? As with all healthy oils, please remember, oil is oil. Don't overdo it. Cook your food, but don't drown it in oil. In fact, another useful tip, canola oil is more suitable for high heat jobs like stir frying compared to olive oil, as olive oil tends to overheat faster. So, use one for cooking and the other one for salad dressings. Now it's time for protein, and not just any protein. One interesting fact is that certain proteins and amino acids have the ability to directly stimulate the activity of L cells. I'm talking specifically about soy, tofu, edamame, chickpeas, lentils, and black beans. They supply peptides that interact with peptide transporters and amino acid sensors in the gut, while their fiber nourishes your digestive tract. Of all amino acids, tryptophan in particular is very important because it has the ability to activate L cell sensors and, through your microbiota, transform into indole compounds, which further enhance GLP-1 signaling. It's naturally found in turkey and eggs. You can have 2 eggs for breakfast, which provide you with high-quality protein and healthy fats, as well as a gentle and natural shove to the incretin hormones. Scramble them in olive oil, add a side of tomatoes and a couple slices of avocado, and you have just constructed a platter that can boost your GLP-1 naturally, without you even realizing it. When it comes to turkey, you may try a grain and bean salad with olive oil vinaigrette, which should go quite well with sliced roast turkey. Alright, so far so good, but did you notice something is missing? We're missing carbs, and no carbs are not always your enemy, not even when it comes to GLP-1. Let's talk about sweet potatoes. Although sweet potatoes are commonly known for their high sugar content, there is a more nuanced explanation. They contain polyphenols, particularly caffeoylquinic acids, as well as fiber, both of which impede digestion and may increase GLP-1 signaling. Alternatively, you may mash the wedges with a splash of olive oil and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, or you can roast them with olive oil and rosemary. The whole idea is to munch on some smart carbs, which are carbohydrates that come with their own metabolism breaks. Color is also important. Anthocyanins and other polyphenols are found in abundance in berries, including blueberries, blackberries, and cranberries. These molecules interact positively with your microbiome and gut hormones. Berries contain a minimal amount of sugar in comparison to their volume, and are simple to incorporate into one's daily routine, such as a cup of mixed berries on top of yogurt, porridge, or a side bowl with eggs. They're the go-to option for you if you have been giving up fruit due to its high sugar content. Berries are sweet enough to be enjoyable, yet they are healthy enough to support your goals. Now let's talk about some cooking tips so you can easily implement all this knowledge in your daily routine. Choose one of the following options for breakfast. Eggs scrambled in olive oil with avocado and berries on the side. Soy yogurt with oats, walnuts, and blueberries. Or a tofu scramble with onions and peppers and a slice of whole grain bread drizzled with olive oil. Create a nutrient bowl for lunch by combining barley or lentils, a handful of leafy greens, some edamame or roast turkey, a dressing made of olive oil and lemon, and a generous number of almonds. Fatty seafood, like salmon with roasted sweet potatoes and a salad seasoned with olive oil, are a good choice for dinner. None of that requires a calculator. It's just a collection of building pieces that communicate with the GLP-1 system in your gut. Here are a few quick tips to help you remember this. The first step is to combine healthy fats with fiber and protein. For example, mix olive oil with beans, almonds with salads, and avocado with eggs. There are many GLP-1 triggers that are stacked in a single meal. Take into consideration the concept of swap, not restrict. Replace butter with olive oil, refined grain with legumes or barley, and red meat with salmon or tofu. Also, perfection is not as important as consistency. It is more important to adhere to these patterns on a daily basis than to have a single, perfect dinner. If today is a day for fast food, you should request olive oil dressing and add a side salad to your order. Include berries in your breakfast the next day. Add a fish meal to your menu for this week. Here's a suggestion for your shopping list, which you can write down right away so you have no excuses next time you go to the supermarket. Get a bottle of extra virgin olive oil, 2 fish dinners, a bag of mixed nuts, a dozen eggs, 2 avocados, berries, sweet potatoes, and at least 2 different types of legumes such as canned chickpeas and dry lentils. Improved GLP-1 signaling may result in a change in the amount of medication you require, so it's always important to regularly consult your family physician or specialist. If you learned something today, and if you like science-backed health tips, hit that subscribe button and share this with someone you want to keep healthy. Stay curious and see you in the next one.